Stuck in Michigan. I was stuck in Michigan.
Ta valise est prête, rends les choses faciles et sèche-moi ces larmes de crocodile.
Okay, let's rewind. So we wake up. We being me, my brothers, my dad, and my sister's boyfriend, Chris. We wake up and we planned on going out to Lake Superior that day, and not far from our cabin, we run into this. Unfortunately, being the youngest sibling, I have to sit way in the back seat of the SUV, so I didn't get a great angle, but you can kind of see the issue. Water is everywhere. That's my brother Chad scouting out the area and seeing just how deep this mini river is. So after lots of thought, we decide not to risk it. We turn around, and as soon as we turn around to go back to the cabin, we run into this van who's going the opposite way. We stop, we talk to him, and he says, "Oh, it's pretty bad out here. We've never seen it like this, but we can make it." And so he had this white utility van, and he goes plunging, and he told us he would wait for us on the other side. So he went into the water first and disappeared around the corner. We say, okay, if he's going to do it, we should give it a shot. Essentially, our SUV kind of turned into a motorboat. Traction was very scarce. One of the concerns was there was a bridge, and obviously the river went under the bridge, and this river was completely flooded, and there was a current right before the bridge. And if we got swept into that current, we would go straight into the river and lose the SUV, which was also a rental car, and we basically have to pay for all of it, which would have sucked. Oh boy.
Over here. I'm trying.
Yeah, this is the current. This is the current.
No, I am.
This is the current, but it gets gravelly here, so you'll get traction.
Oh my gosh.
Now
Go.
this is more current up here.
Yep.
I'm so glad we met that guy.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
It's going. Keep it going.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Good. This is it. This is it. This is easy right here.
do it.
I got Chris.
No, keep going, keep going. No celebrating, no
Chad,
celebrating.
why are you
No
celebrating?
celebrating.
The
Chad!
guy won't get out.
I know.
Go.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, oh, that was worse than I.
Thankfully, we made it all the way through, and that's the guy who gave us the courage. So we enjoyed the pictured rocks. We saw a lot of cool stuff. And during this entire time that we were hanging out over by Munising, Michigan, Munising, which is the town around our cabin, while we're hanging out in this town, we were hoping that the water levels would drop. And while we were out on the pontoon enjoying the beautiful view, we had nice weather. It didn't rain at all. When we returned to the road to our cabin, there was some bad news in store for us.
Yes. Fortunately, the water is still.
Oh, this ain't it. This is the driveway.
Yeah, it's lunacy.
Guys, it's right here,
It
dude.
is. Yes, it is. This is it. We didn't want it to be, but it is.
We did not.
This is
They're
it.
for sale by owner because they're flooded.
Are you gonna?
The water levels had actually risen a little bit. So it got worse. So instead of doing the smart thing and leaving the rental car outside of the road and not risking it, we decide, hey, let's give it another shot.
All right, Chris.
Do it,
Don't be
man.
afraid to give her a little gas. Don't go ridiculous.
Gosh.
My goodness gracious.
They're lashing at us. There are people back here. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Moving water right here.
Yep, it's moving.
Oh, come on. Oh shit, that's not good.
You don't want that to go up over.
Oh boy, here we go.
Don't go.
Oh my gosh.
Come on,
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Keep going.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
Alright.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Whoa, the Gushka. A rough one up there. Yeah, boy.
This is where we got stuck right here.
Right.
Stay left.
Stay left.
Straight. Keep wheel straight. Keep wheel straight.
Keep going.
Wheel straight.
Wheel straight. Very good.
Okay. Gushka.
Okay.
Okay.
That wasn't
Okay.
good.
I'm actually okay, 'cause I
one.
know.
That's a rough one.
There's some nasty rocks.
Josh,
There's some
Josh,
nasty
you don't have a
rocks.
seatbelt on.
There's some nasty rocks.
Josh does not have a seatbelt on. What you didn't see was my brother Joshua, who's sitting behind me. I was actually sitting in the middle row, in the middle of the seat, and to get a better camera angle. And my brother Joshua was sitting behind me, and he couldn't find his seatbelt, so he decided to go seatbeltless. And when we bottomed out, he actually went flying up and hit his back right on the ceiling of the car and went straight back down. Thankfully, he wasn't injured. It was a little bit risque. It got even higher than it did before.
Yeah, it's definitely high.
Yeah, it did not get better.
It did not get better, no.
We were trying to be optimistic, though.
Hey
We
guys,
tried.
we gotta be out of the cabin at 11, but maybe we just sit in the car
Yeah, maybe we
for
should.
a few hours.
After a hard-fought day, we returned to the cabin, and we tried to enjoy what was supposed to be our last night there. So we wake up the next morning, we go out, and we decide to scout the road to see if we're going to have to stay another day or if it's worth taking a chance. And of course, while we're doing this, it's raining. We make our way all the way down to the end of the road near the river, and it was still very high. Very, very high. Oh my gosh. We walked back slightly defeated, and it was not encouraging to see the lake literally right next to the road. So we went back to the cabin, and we were running a little bit scarce on food, so we decided to fish. I caught possibly the biggest fish on the trip, which is an unofficial statement, but it was a pretty big fish. So we fished for a little while during the afternoon. We took a break in between, and then we went back out to fish once again. Not only did we get to see a beautiful sunset, we caught a butt ton of fish. And when I say butt ton, I mean a butt ton. We had potatoes and fish. The grub was very delicious that night. So day 6 comes around, and it couldn't be more gorgeous outside. We tidy up the cabin a bit, pack up all our belongings into the SUV, and we made a calculated decision to take a risk and try to get out of this place. The reason we decided to take a risk was because there was rain forecasted for the next 4 days, and if we would have stayed, the water levels could have easily risen another inch or so, and it would have gotten worse. And the tension was building. We felt a lot of pressure. There was a lot of stress involved. People had their jobs, as did I. And so we just wanted to get out of there. So we decided it's time. And unfortunately, as I said before, I had to sit all the way in the back. You know, being the youngest child lacks seating privilege. And I didn't really get a good angle, but I did my best to make the road visible. To keep Chris pumped up, of course, we had to play a classic song in the car, Eye of the Tiger.
Kind of don't want to work. I don't want to work. No advice. Just do it. That's pretty much the same. Come on. Come on.
We at Old Plank Road yet?
Not yet.
Is that a bad area?
Yes. Yeah, right here. Right here is where we hit it. Sorry.
So we come to the flooded part of the river, and we just go for it.
That's not good.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, he is. Come on, baby. He is. Come on, baby. Wheel straight. Good job, Chris. Good job. That was perfect. Good stuff, son. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on. Come on. You can do
Don't
it.
stop, don't stop, don't stop.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're in rock. We're almost in rock. Yeah, Chris.
Good job. Let's go.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go. Now don't hit this at time, right?
You got to speed though. You gotta get. Here we go. Yep. Come on.
Watch your
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, baby.
Come on. All right. All right. All right. One more. Yep. Come on. Come on. Yes. Damn! Yeah!
Wait, Chad got change.
Good job, Chris.
Chad got change.
Chad's got change. Chris, you did it.
Chris, wait to the camera.
That's like the theme of the year. Chris had to get us through the storm. Chris got it. Good job, Chris. Oh my gosh.
You did it.
Yes.
I'm sweating.
Chris, you want anybody else to drive right now?
Sweaty. So we made it through, and I couldn't have been more happy until I realized we had a 6-hour drive ahead of us. We ended up stopping at this barbecue place for grub and hit the road once again, and eventually we made it home.
Well, Pops, we're heading back up. We'll see you.
Got you home. Made it, guys.
So all in all, we had a great time in Michigan. It was a lot of fun. We had a beautiful view. We stayed in a beautiful cabin. We got to fish. We got to see Lake Superior. We got to see Pictured Rocks. We did just about everything that we wanted to. If there was one regret that we probably had, and I'm speaking for the rest of the group, being my brothers, my sister's boyfriend Chris, and my dad, speaking for the group, we probably should have brought a 4-wheel drive vehicle. I think the stress levels would have lowered a little bit if we would have had a 4-wheel drive vehicle, because that's what most of the locals had was 4-wheel drive vehicles. But of course, the rental car that we had was 2-wheel drive. So that's probably the one regret that we had. But other than that, it was a great bonding experience that we had as a group, and it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.